All right, so this is going to be probably very complicated because Nautica has two kits, one from human and one from like deity form, demon form. And so we're gonna go ahead and try to understand what the hell she's doing. And in both forms, obviously, the first form is a little more simple, and then the second form is where everything goes crazy. Now, the human skills of Nautica are very simple. S1, single reality damage. S2, mass buff. All allies increase damage dealt and decrease damage taken. A little bit of a buff. Nautica limited, yeah, Spirit 6-star. Insight 2 skills. This is pretty... The Insight 2 of Nautica are pretty good. Like, it's pretty big. So, S1... When you get her to Insight 2, she transforms into, like, she gets this pack. S1, Lingering of Pain, loses a certain amount of current HP and deals reality damage to multiple enemies, with bonus damage scaling with Nautica's max HP. Afterwards, receives several stack of Warmth. S2, which is the second skill, the Door of Ivory of Horns, choose between two options. Weave in the Light or Sacrifice in the Crevice to cast. It's gonna pop like you see, like Lucy cards. Weaving in the Light is a self-counter. Enter Mother Earth protection and it decreases damage taken. So it's a more like conservative one. Sacrifice in the Crevice instead is all units lose a certain number of HP and all allies gain adversity 1. Afterwards, deals extra reality damage based on self-max HP to a single enemy. The more units in play, the higher this damage will be. So, you know, will consume a lot of HP. You're probably going to scale with the HP consumed. They will gain adversity. And she will then do big extra reality damage to one enemy. Now, what is adversity? Now, adversity is a increased damage resist and damage dealt. So it's a buff. For every certain number of HP lost, so percentage probably, on self, on Nautica, or no, I think this is on like whoever has the bonus, so on the single ally that we're talking about, further increases the damage resist and damage dealt. So if they're like if they missing HP, they deal more damage and they'll take less. Now, we don't know what warmth is necessarily. It might be something that it's explained later. For now, let's put it aside. Ultimate, the Holy Joik. What I don't know. I mean, obviously this is subject to change a little bit because this is like very preliminary, early translations. There might be some goofy translations here now. Self-channel, enter Living Sacrifice. Living Sacrifice means they consume blood tithe, which is that little heart that you saw on the gameplay for on the live stream. Maybe I'll put it here while I'm talking, and convert it into living sacrifice stacks. If there are living sacrifice stacks, release 1,000 wounds. Otherwise, if there are not any stacks, you release just 1,000 springs. Now, 1,000 wounds is a mass attack, deals a number of random single reality damage equal to the amount of living sacrifice. Then deal reality damage based on max HP of all allies. Finally, she heals herself. Now, 1,000 springs, which is the final part of the ultimate, is going to be another mass attack, dealing reality damage to all enemies with extra damage based on self max HP. So whatever max HP that she has. Finally, recover self HP. She heals. If I remember now, I'm trying to... For some reason, it's coming back to me. I think Warmth increased her max HP. But we'll see probably later. So basically, if you have enough blood tithe, you will do the full ultimate, which is blasting phase for an X amount of time to a random enemy, as much as living sacrifice stacks you have, and then you end up with 1,000 springs. So you go wounds first and then springs. Then you heal yourself. Now, the other kit that finishes evolving when you get to I3, I believe, is called Pseudo Deity. I1 after action receives Warmth. When an ally loses HP, that's I1. I2, when an ally loses HP, accumulate blood tithe. When entering battle, lose HP to increase max range of blood tithe. So you have a higher cap, which is probably going to give you more of everything on your kit. Effect that causes Nautica to lose HP would not lower her HP to a certain degree. So you cannot go too low to a certain amount that we don't know. Obviously, the numbers are not going to be here for now. Moxies, she doesn't have Moxie. Her Moxie gets turned into Faith. When Blood Tithe accumulates, Faith will increase. When Faith reaches a certain amount, the ultimate is available for casting. So she has, I believe, 10 or 8 of those like Faith runes. You will see runes. You'll see it right now as well. So basically, you're gonna have to work towards getting this Blood Tithe to be above like a certain level, so that you keep getting this Faith. And when you have full Faith, that's her Moxie basically. When you have full Faith, you can now do the ultimate, right? The ultimate will be available. Now that's I2. I3, when Mother Earth projection, which we saw was the buff here, from Weaving in the Light on S2, when you can choose the card. If you go to Mother Earth Projection, this is addressed in I3. When you are in that state, after accumulating a certain number of Blood Tithe, cast Mother Earth Mouth. Oh my god, bro. Mother Earth Mouth. Bro, English sometimes. At the start of the turn, it's if self does not carry Returnance. Consume Blood Tithe to gain Returnance. The amount of Blood Tithe needed will increase each use of Returnance. Okay, huge. Now, what is Returnance? Oh yeah, so Warmth was increase max HP. So she is buffing herself as she's getting max HP up. Returnance is when taking lethal damage, purify all the buffs on self and heal certain HP. So she doesn't die if she has this like stack of Returnance. If she doesn't have it, you consume Blood Tithe to gain yourself this and not die. So she has some death prevention, I guess. The Mother Earth Mouth is lose a certain amount of current HP and deal reality damage to all enemies, with bonus damage scaling with Nautica's max HP, which is higher than normal thanks to Warmth. This attack counts as a follow-up attack, and she will, I believe it's the Stomp attack that you will see in the gameplay while I'm talking. Mother Earth Protection is after being attacked, receives Warmth. So you attack her, she increases her HP. A healing increase also healing effect on herself. For each certain number of HP lost on herself, further increases the healing that she receives. So this is basically it. So this is the insight that is going to be upgrading and evolving from I1 human form, I2 in between, starting to get some like deity related abilities. Starts with the foundation, and then the I3 doubles down and further deepens the insight. So the S1, S2, and Ultimate are these basically. From Insight 2, those are what they are, and then they get doubled down and expanded on with I3 from the pseudo deity. So it's not two kits, it's just like an evolving kit, which is a really cool idea. It doesn't really do anything like negative in my opinion. It is a little bit complicated, but it's not at the same time. You just play her with the Blood Tithe characters, which should be probably Semmelweis Euphoria. I don't know if Ezra, even though you will probably see Ezra showcased on the live stream, on the CN live stream. I don't know if Ezra is going to be a key character for the team, but keep that in mind that there is a one Euphoria for Ezra that could be good for Nautica, at least on paper, right? So she increases HP, works with losing HP, protects herself or does a lot of damage, or does a mass attack. If you're protecting yourself and you take damage but you have enough blood, you will be protected from dying, and use that buff to purify yourself and heal a little bit, I believe. And with Warmth, you can increase your max HP. And when you're ulting, if you have enough Blood Tithe, everything goes around this Blood Tithe. If you have enough, you will be able to do the big ultimate, which there is a little bit of zapping on the enemies, with a final blast at the end. Probably the modifiers are probably going to be like really high because she's a limited character and she is spirit, so she won't be bothered by almost any of Flatus besides obviously intellect. But it's a really interesting character. Let me know what you think in the comments, or if you have any other options. or other things to say about the kit. If there is anything wrong, also let me know in the comments. That's it. Thank you for watching, and see you later for the other kits, okay?